Hi everybody, it's Doreen, and I am back with a haul. And as I had said a while back, I wasn't going to be doing any haul videos because I was saving my money for the local scrapbooking and rubber stamp show that comes twice a year to my city. And it was this weekend, the weekend of the 21st, that I went to the show. And I have to say I was a little disappointed this year because there weren't as many vendors as there have been in the past. And I don't know if it's because the big CHA Super Show is coming in July in Chicago, which I will be attending. And so they decided not to come and wait for that. So there weren't, as I said before, a lot of people or a lot of vendors there. But I did get some good deals, and some things I didn't get, I would say, a good deal, but they were things that I've been watching and wanted to get that, of course, my local Michaels and Joann's, they just don't carry it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you what I got. I stopped at this one booth that is called the Papercut. And they basically specialize in paper products, whether it be envelopes, paper, cardstock, and so forth. So what I've picked up from them is I've got these little mini folders, and this company is based in Wisconsin, and they're actually having a big warehouse sale in July, right before the CHA. So I don't know if I'll be going to that because I'm saving my money again for the CHA show. But anyway, I picked up these little mini pocket library cards. They look like this, and they had them in several different colors, but I just got the two basic colors because I figured I can ink them or go ahead and cover them. So I have those. And then I picked up this library, and I'm sorry for the glare, pocket book kit. And I wanted to get this because what I plan on doing is going ahead and trying to make my own, but I wanted to use this one as like a template. So I got that one. And then they also specialize in pre-folded cards. So they have what they call an outer stair step card. And it looks like this, but it's already folded and scored for you. So I just grabbed some of those because I wanted to use those as a template as well. And they are, I just grabbed them in solid white because I can go ahead and cover them any way I want. And then they had something that was called a Constantina book. And I don't have a sample or what the picture looks like because my girlfriend and I that went together, hi Elizabeth, we decided that we would buy just one because it made two books and we would just split it. And actually, I take that back, I do have a picture because I made a copy of what it's supposed to look like. Somewhere in here. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, yeah, here are the instructions on how to make it. And this is what the actual book looks like. So we split the cost of those, and we just, once we got back from the show, we just opened the pack up and split it. And then the other thing that I got was they had a stair step card, and that stair step card is the stairs are in the middle, and that was already pre-folded, and you just have to fold it on the score lines. And so we bought one pack of that, and we are going, and we split it. So you get 10 in a pack, so we each took 5. So I got that, and I'm going to move this so you won't see that big glare. And then the last thing I got from there was this little flip book kit. And I bought this for the same reason. I want to go ahead and use this as a template to make my own. So that's what I picked up from that booth. And then I stopped at this other booth that had the iris folding rubber stamps. So I've got these 2 stamps, and I've bought from this booth before, and I haven't tried the iris folding as of yet, but that's one of my goals for this year, to try to go ahead and use some of the stuff that I bought at the rubber stamp show last year. So I grabbed these 2 because they were half off, and I like that fact that they were dresses. So I can just go ahead and stamp this on my paper and then start doing my iris folding. So stay tuned for a video for that, because I am going to do that. So now let's go ahead and move on. The next booth that I went to is called Heartfelt Creations. And they actually gave me a coupon for 15% off my total of my next purchase for the next 30 days. So I'm going to go out to their website. They had quite a bit of stuff, and these actually were not a really good deal, but I really liked what they had and what they showed that they did with it, so I went ahead and bought them. So I got the Spellbinders die, and it's called the Posy Patch, and it looks like this. Let me see if I can get rid of this glare. Okay, so like I said, it looks like this, and then what they have to go along with that is the actual stamps, and those look like this, to go with the Posy die. So I have that one, and then I went ahead and I got this one, the Dahlia, because I do have the Spellbinders Dahlia die. And then this was actually a show special. If you bought 2 of the stamps and one of the Spellbinder dies, then you got another one for half off. So I went ahead and picked up this Spellbinders die because this was something different and new that I hadn't seen, and of course in my the Joann's or Michael's, and I definitely hadn't seen it in my local scrapbooking store. But it's called Decorative Window Scene, and what I saw that they did with this is they had like a rubber stamped image behind the window, and they had taken this and had acetate in each one of the squares to look like a window, and then they had this cut out in cardstock. So I want to go ahead and try that. So I picked that up from the Heartfelt Stamps, or Heartfelt Creations is what it's called. Then, one of the things I was kind of disappointed with is that there was one booth that I go to every year when I'm there, and he always has, or they always have, quite a few of the izzix dies and the Cuttlebug folders. And the name of the booth is called, or the company, Stamp on It. And this year, he didn't have any Stampin' Up. Not Stampin' Up. He didn't have any izzix dies at all. And but he did have some Cuttlebug folders, but I really didn't want to get any Cuttlebug folders. I actually made a list of what I wanted to get for the show, and on my list was several different izzix dies, and he didn't have any izzix dies. So, but I did end up buying some things. I got 2 Spellbinder dies, and one is the, see what this is called, Fleur de Lis rectangles, and I had not seen this anywhere, here anyway. So, and it looks like this on this side. So I thought I really want to use this for the inside of my cards for when I do my stamping of my sentiment, or when I do my wording on the computer. I could use this as the frame, or I can actually use it on the front of the card too, but I really specifically got it for the inside of the cards. And then the other Spellbinders die I picked up was the Creative Page Tabs. Now, I had not seen this anywhere before here, so I grabbed this one because it was unique to me. And these are what the dies look like. So I got that one. And then the other thing is they had a free make and take, and it was using what they call Geo Dies. And the make and take looked like that. And I do have templates where I've gone ahead and cut these out or embossed it and went through and did the putting of them together. But now they actually have the dies. So this was our make and take. You would go through, and this was already she had already punched it out, and then all you had to do was take a bone folder and go through and fold these down and up. And then she just cut this out for us, and then you could go ahead and lay that down once you got. But I didn't stay to lay it down. I just wanted to get the gist of how the dies worked. So that's my make and take. And I did pick up one die, and I didn't get the die like the one that I made it the make and take. I ended up getting this one, which is a little bit smaller. And this, as you can see, was not a good deal. It was not on sale. But I really wanted it, so I went on ahead and got it. And then I went ahead, because I really liked this paper that we were using, so I went ahead and bought some of the paper as well, and I got some vellum. This paper is Jade Shimmer. It's a heavy text weight paper, and it's used for embossing. You can use it in your embossing folders. So I got that one, and then I got some heavyweight 65-pound weight vellum, because what I want to do is take some of the vellum and use the Geo Dies and use my Cuttlebug, or not my Cuttlebug, my Mr. Bond, and go ahead and die cut using this vellum, and then taking my clear embossing powder and embossing ink and go ahead and emboss an image on the vellum. So then the other thing I've always bought when I've gone to this booth is some score tape, because it's very hard for me to find here. So I got the 1/4 inch one, and then I got the 1/8 inch, and I wanted the 1/8 inch since I'm making my own envelopes now, and I wanted to be able to seal the envelopes. And then I picked up some more of the vellum, and this is the iridescent color. So that was all I got from him. I really was hoping that he was going to have some of the Spellbinder, not Spellbinder, some of the, well, I can't remember this, izzix dies, but he didn't have any. So the next vendor I went to was called Remember When, and they had some izzix dies, but not very many, and the ones that they did have I already had. But I was able to pick up, I would say this was a good deal. I was able to pick up the On the Edge die, the Gate, or I believe this is called the, because I have the Martha Stewart punch like this, Iron Gate. I was able to get this, and I got it for half off, so it was on me $6. So I was glad to get that, and I was hoping they would have had more, but they didn't. And then I wasn't looking for this die, but this die was half off. So I was able to get it for 10 bucks. So I went on ahead and bought it. Because I thought that was a pretty good deal. And I can see taking that one and cutting it out and then possibly making it like a little gift box and put a gift inside. So I got that one. And I don't remember which booth that I picked this up from, but I have been wanting to get this die, so I finally got it. And it ended up being 10% off, so I got it. They actually do have it at my local scrapbooking store here, but because I knew I was going to the show, I decided to wait and get it there because I was hoping that the vendor that I always get the dies from was going to have it, because he always has a really good deal as far as how much the dies are. And in this case, since he didn't have any, I was able to find it at another booth, and it was 10% off. So I did save a little bit than what I would have had to pay if I had gotten it at my local scrapbooking store. So I have that one. And then I did get a very good deal from a booth called Serenity, where I was able to pick up the Tim Holtz Alterations texture folders. So I got this one, and it doesn't look like it has it's pocket watches and steampunk. So I got that one, and then I got the Gadget Gear die, and this was also a really decent price. It was more at my local scrapbooking store, so I was glad I was able to get it for a cheaper price. You know how I love those deals. So then from there, I went to this vendor's booth called The Daily Bread, and they had Prima flowers, and they were half off. One particular section was half off. So I got this one, I got this one, and I got this one, and this one, and this one. So those were all half off. And then I picked up this doily die. She had a lot of cards made with this, and it was really, really pretty. So I can't wait to get started making something with that. Oh, and then I also from there picked up these Prima butterflies. And they were also on that half price bin. So now the last thing I have is I have been wanting to get, or actually I have two more things. I've been wanting to get this case, and I couldn't find it anywhere here, and I was so glad someone had it at a booth at the show. And as you can see, I've already put the ones that I do have inked, and these, I actually bought these on eBay. But the case came with 20, and then I bought an additional 5, and then I had additional few, I think 4 or 5 that I hadn't used yet. But I like it because it snaps open, and then you just open it like this, and you can keep all your dabblers. So I use the dabblers as well as I use the ink sponges, but I really do like the dabblers better. So I was able to get that, and I was happy about that because I really wanted that. And then I stopped at this other little booth, and it was called Too Much Fun. And basically, I just picked up I needed a new silver and gold Uniball pen, and they had them marked down. So I grabbed that, and then I got these little kitchen utensils because I want to make a recipe box for my mother-in-law. So I want to go ahead and put these on the recipe box. I'll probably paint them. And then I grabbed these little hangers. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I just thought they were so cute. I just had to get those two. Well, I didn't have to get them, but I decided to get them. And then I picked up some Distress Stain ink. It's the Walnut Stain Dauber paint. So that was it. That was my haul. And I got some good deals, and some things I just paid the regular price because I figured if I got them online and then paid the shipping and handling, it would be the same, if not more. So I just went on ahead and got them. So that's it for the haul. I won't be doing another haul until I come back from the Super Show, CHA Super Show at the end of July. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.